Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss a very important theorem called basic proportionality theorem. So, what this theorem? So, basically, in the chapter 6 triangles, we have theorems, many theorems, and out of these, generally we consider basic proportionality theorem and area of similar triangles theorem and Pythagoras theorem as very important. But this year in our syllabus, the other two theorems were removed due to COVID-19. They want to restrict the syllabus, and since those two are removed, this become the main theorem, the and one and only theorem that's in the chapter. And so naturally, every time in your final exam, you'll be getting one theorem. So there is a chance that this theorem will come in your final exam. Even otherwise, it's a very interesting theorem. Let's learn it. So before learning any theorem, generally for any theorem, we have these four things. What are the four things? What's given? For solving any theorem, these are the four steps that we do. The first one being given. What is given? And RTP, what is asked, required to prove? What is required to be proved? And the third step is construction. In order to get that proof, we need to do some extra constructions which are not in the main script, that is main theorem. So those are called constructions, and finally the proof that we are supposed to give, we will give. So these are the four steps we will be taking you through. So let's go. So first, let's read this theorem once. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct points, the other two sides are divided in same ratio. So this is what is basically the theorem. This is what we are going to prove. So before going with the proof, what we generally do is we convert entire statement in terms of a clear cut solid picture. Let us see. Now, what is the first line? If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle. So first what we need is a triangle. Let's draw a triangle. And okay, let's name it A. So let's name it ABC. So if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, so there let us consider any side. You can take AB or AC or BC, anything you can take. So let's take BC. Let's take BC. So to this side, to one side of triangle they said, so that one side we are taking it as what we taking? We are taking it as BC. So BC is a parallel. We have to draw a line parallel to BC such that it intersects the other two sides in two distinct points. Matlab, you can draw a parallel line, but you can draw a parallel line outside also. Parallel to BC, you can draw so many lines outside. But it is saying that the two side, it should intersect the other two sides. So it must be somewhere here, which is parallel to BC. So BC ke parallel to BC, we are drawing a line, and which is intersecting the other two sides. What are the other two sides? The other two sides are AB and AC, which is intersecting the other two sides at two distinct points. Let's name those points D and E. So now once again, if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, so we need a triangle, so we took a triangle and we named it ABC. And now a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, so one side BC. To that we have to draw a parallel line, and that should intersect the other two sides at two different points, so that is D and E. So up to here, two distinct points, it's okay. The other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Line intersects one side, so these two sides are divided in the same ratio. So this is what is given, and what they are asking us to prove is that this AD, this line, that how this line is divided AD by DB, and how this side is divided AE by EC. They're asking us to prove that these two are divided in equal ratio. Sorry, AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. So for any theorem, this is the first part we will do. What is given, we will convert it into a form of clear-cut picture, and then we first state will prove it. we will show it. Now we know our target. Our target is to prove AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. So let's go and prove. So this is the picture that we have drawn so far, and this is what we have to prove. So for that, I have told you in the first page that what is the third step, that is construction. It is not compulsory, but whenever we need to prove something, we may need something extra which is not there in the question. So now we want to prove this, and what is our strategy? Our strategy is to take this triangle area using triangle areas. So for that we need some triangle area. We are going to use triangle area formulas, and for that we need, what is the formula for triangle area? Half into base into height. So we need a height. Now let's take some height, and just a moment. Now let's take some height of from D to a point, some point, let's say DM. So we have drawn a perpendicular from D to M. D to M we have drawn a perpendicular, and let's note that we have drawn DM perpendicular to AC. Here it is a very interesting point. This DM is perpendicular to AC, means it's perpendicular to AE, it's perpendicular to EC, it's perpendicular to AC. So when you are drawing this DM perpendicular to AC, it is perpendicular to all three parts, that is AE also it is perpendicular, EC also it's perpendicular, and as a whole also it is perpendicular. And next thing is, let's draw a perpendicular from E to AB, and let's call it AN. So we have taken another line EN, and EN is perpendicular to AB. So when EN is perpendicular to AB, it's perpendicular to AD also, it's perpendicular to DB also, and it's perpendicular to overall AB also. So that is the main logic we have to remember here. Now along with this, let's add DC and BE also. So we are adding DC and BE also, so that we will get two different triangles here. That is, one is DBE and the other one is DEC. So to get these two triangles, we have drawn two lines also. So these are the four different lines, colorful lines, that blue, green and orange color lines that we have drawn only to prove our point here. So this is the construction we have done, that is BE and CD we have joined, and DM perpendicular to AC we have done, and EN perpendicular to AB we have drawn. So these are the three constructions that we have, four constructions we have made. Now we are going into the part called, what is that? Yes, proof. Now coming to our proof part, our main strategy is to use area formula. What is the formula for area? Area is equal to half into base into height. Area of triangle is equal to half into base into height. This is the formula we are going to use. So now what is our requirement is, we need to prove AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. So let's take some triangle which has AD as base. AD as base, let's take the triangle ADE. So triangle ADE area by, now wait, let's take a triangle which has DB as base. So what is having DB as base? DBE, triangle DBE area. So this ratio we are going to consider, and for this side, let's take a triangle which has AE as base. So triangle ADE area by, again consider a triangle which has EC as base, that is ECD, triangle ECD area. So these are four areas that we are going to find out, and in these four we are going to get all these four ratios. And other than that, when you divide this, half will automatically gets cancelled. And here if you can observe, this particular AN line is perpendicular for ADE triangle also and DEB triangle also, means for these two triangles are having same perpendicular. This is the height for both the triangles. So though it is not inside the triangle, EN is not inside the triangle, but still if you observe this shape carefully, so if you observe this DCB triangle, so when you draw this, it will come like this. When you remove this or when you turn your book and see this, it will come like this. So its height is outside, it's outside it only. If you want, you can keep it, add it this way, but otherwise, so that is how we have this an, as many have expressed the doubt that how en has become height for this particular triangle. Since in this way, if you see, you can easily understand. Since for these kind of obtuse angle triangles, but we don't have any proof here it is obtuse angle triangle, but there is a possibility that the height is outside, and so here exactly this case fits. En is height of CDB. So let's find our ratio. Area of triangle ADE is half into its base. ADE's base is AD and height is EN. Similarly, as I have explained here, half into, for DBC base is DB and height again is EN only, because just now I have told you the height of this particular triangle is lying outside. Okay, so here EN gets cancelled, half gets cancelled, and what we get is area of triangle ADE by area of triangle DBC is AD by DB. So this is the first thing that we have proved here. This is what we have proved. Area of triangle ADE by area of triangle DBC is AD by DB. So let's call it 1. Now we move towards the right side, that is AE by EC we need. So we have to consider a triangle with AE as base, that is triangle AED or ADE, both are same, by triangle DEC we need, so DEC we will take. So here again half into base is AE into height, same logic here, height is DM. This triangle height is DM, no confusion in that, and half into, for this triangle base is EC. Again, if you can see, for this triangle this is the height. You can see the shape clearly, it's like an obtuse triangle and it's bending towards outside, so the height comes outside only. So here in place of height we write DM. So now let's cancel DM and half. What is left out? AE by EC. Area of triangle ADE by area of triangle DEC is AE by EC. Let's note this down. So this is the fact we have proved, and let's call it 2. From 1 and 2, what we can observe? We can observe here we have in numerator ADE, here also triangle ADE, both are same, and here it is DBC, here it is EDC. Let's observe these two triangles. Now let's observe these two triangles DBE and DEC. Both are between same parallel lines, that is DE is parallel to BC, हमको पता है, we have drawn DE parallel to BC, so same parallel lines के ऊपर है, and DEC is on base DE and DEC and DEB. This triangle as well as this triangle have this common base, same base के ऊपर है and between same parallel lines. We have learned in our 9th standard that the two triangles which are on same base and between same parallel lines are same in area. So let's using that logic we can write area of triangle DEB and area of triangle DEC, both are equal. What is the logic? That both lie between same parallel lines and both lie on same base. Base same hai, bas base is same and lying between same parallel lines, so both are equal in area. So what we can say here the denominator and here the denominator, both the triangles are, both the areas are same. So we can conclude 1 is equal to 2 because numerator same triangle and denominator equal triangles equal in areas. So we can say this ratio and this ratio is equal on left hand side, so automatically the right hand side will be equal. And finally what we have proved is AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. So let's move on to the first one. So if in a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in two distinct points, the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. So we have proved our target, that is AD by DB is equal to EC. The key point for this is to remember same heights are there and we have to apply the strategy of area. If you remember these two things, this is a very easy theorem. Wish you good luck, learn it. It will be very much useful in your final exams.